Table set, the lights are burning low. Maps are worn and dice are warm, it's time to let it go. Heroes born for just one night, then lost to legend's flame. Every tale is different, but the risk is still the same. Like closing eyes. Then fate rolls one last time.
Hey there, role players, gamers, geeks, freaks, and everyone in between. Welcome back to Deacon's Table. I'm Deacon Blues, a.k.a. Chris, your Dungeon Master. Welcome to Ember Below Stone. This is, surprisingly enough, we are in episode 46 of our mini-adventure series. It's been hard to believe we've done so many of them now, but they've been a lot of fun, and we've gone through multiple regions of exploration, and of course now the parties concerned all find themselves on the island of Thalos Reach. So that's where we will be beginning today. But beforehand, let's do some housekeeping. First of all, I am going to put the banners up right now before I forget, because I always do this. There is the little ticker tape down below. You want to make sure you do click a follow, a like, a little bell icon, subscribe if you want to. It really does help us out to continue doing what we love and enjoy. And of course, the link.bio, lnk.bio/Deacon's Table, will take you to a list of all of our social medias. But of course, the very top one is the most important. It's our Discord server. We are a role-playing Discord community where we do a play-by-post 24/7 for Dungeons & Dragons in this setting. These characters that you're seeing today, these are all characters from our Discord community that do the live plays on Tuesdays. We do also a Thursday night live stream as well, and that is a different cast of characters. It is a regular cast that we do every Thursday. So with that being said, if you're into D&D or you just want to hang out with some other geeks and learn about D&D, come and join us and say hi and hang out for a little bit. We'll see. You never know what happens. You could be up here next week. You never know. So with that in mind, let's find out who we have with us today. Let's start off on the far side with Seraphel. Seraphel, who are you and who are you playing this evening?
Hello, everyone. I'm Ren. I'll be playing Seraphel this evening, a paladin of awesomeness and wholesomeness some of the time.
Excellent. And of course, next to Seraphel is Xylea Moonfrost. Who are you and who are you playing?
Hi there, I'm Jen, and I am playing Xylea Moonfrost, as you said. She is a wood elf druid, level 5, Circle of the Moon.
Excellent. And then, of course, next to Xylea is Zahir. Zahir, who are you and who are you playing?
I'm Hugh, and I'm playing Zahir Asher, a desert elf warden, which is kind of like a combination of ranger, fighter, druid, and he's pretty much a badass. He's level 8.
Level 8. Yeah, he's the big boy today. The big boy. And then we have, of course, last but not least, RT. My fellow homesteader. RT, who are you and who are you playing?
I am RT, and I play Riptide Shoal, who goes by RT as well. She is a myth weaver, so she's kind of bard-like, and she's hopefully going to have a better time than the last time we were down here, where she nearly died, if you were watching a couple sessions ago.
Yeah, we've been down in the underground areas of the East Reach River or East Reach Bend outpost in a few locations now. So we're kind of putting the pieces together, which is good. So without any further ado, though, let's figure out where we are and what's going on. It was a while ago now that Xylea, beneath her homestead of Stonefield Rise, she had discovered that there was the back cellar. The base of the cellar behind some shelves, it opens up, and there was some root-made caverns in the dirt beneath there. And then, of course, while exploring those root caverns, of course, there was some beasties down there that they helped to clear out. But they discovered a set of dwarven stonework and a door that was locked and sealed, and they couldn't really get it open. In the meantime, as play has gone on, and this is again kind of filling in backstory that some of the players are not aware of, although they probably should be. But at some point, Xylea, some of the other homesteaders or some of the founders would have come by and checked out that door, for you, at least just to kind of give it a little bit of a look. They actually did get it open. It does open, and there's a dwarven stone passage that continues down. It goes in and then down, but it only goes about 60 feet, and then it ends at a complete collapse in the cave. So there's no way forward with that. But there is more of those root caverns to explore. So you guys at this point are back there to help investigate so that Xylea is not doing it alone. Helping out fellow homesteader. That's what the entire community has been doing all the way along. So the older back root cellar beneath Stonefield Rise smells of damp earth, clay dust, and tangled root growth. Recently, shifted stone has exposed narrow caverns behind several more of the old storage walls. Workers have cut through some of the thick roots and collapsed supports just to investigate the damage. Inside the caverns, you did find the original door, which was open, and it hangs partially open at this point. The rusted frame is twisted after they opened it up. Beyond it, as I said, a steep passage descends roughly about 60 feet into darkness before vanishing beneath a complete cave-in of shattered stone and collapsed earth. However, there's a second door. As you guys were kind of looking around a little bit of the root cavern a little bit more, it was harder to notice. Thick, pale roots had grown across so heavily that workers at one point when they were down here trying to secure the underground really had to. They nearly mistook it for a solid wall behind it, but eventually hacking through the roots revealed an old dwarven metalwork beside the stonework as well, beneath layers of mineral buildup and soot-blackened stone. Unlike the first door and tunnel that you guys had found, heat is spilling steadily from the cracks around this particular frame. Thin steam curls through the seams while deep metallic sounds begin to echo faintly from far below the closer you are to this door. Every few moments, the stone beneath the cellar where you're standing trembles. Several of these homesteaders are now here. You have rope, you have lanterns, you've got pry bars, water skins prepared. What are you doing?
I will try to pry open the door.
Okay, so you're just going to go right in for the door and...
Well, I'll listen at the door first to see what I hear on the other side.
Make me a perception roll, please.
That is not good. That is 14.
Okay, actually, still. You identify repeating metallic sounds coming from the other side. The sounds resemble industrial chains or perhaps pressure locks moving under strain. There's obviously some system dormant beneath this particular door.
And we're familiar with the rest of the dwarven ruins and the sound of metal.
Yeah. Anybody else want to try something? T, Zalia, Serapho?
I'm trying to figure out what I would want to do. I'm not sure what exactly I'd like to do right now.
Archie is just standing in the back, letting everyone else look at the door. Still a little gun shy after the last time something launched out of a wall at her.
Well, I mean, again, I know if you're not sure of what you might want to try or do, I mean, obviously, we've had Zahir listening now at the door. You've already pretty much gathered your equipment and your gear so that you're ready for any exploration. You could if you've got smithing tools that you are proficient in, you can try using those to try and examine what the sounds or the pressure or the heat is. Mason tools could help assess whether or not it is structurally stable to open the door. What's going on there, and then there's things like that you can do, or you can just go right for the door.
You know what? If I guess Serapho will pick up a pry bar and I'll kind of walk up beside Zahir, but just kind of silently wait for them to give them the all clear signal to start prying at the door.
Okay. So Serapho's standing beside the door with a pry bar.
Yeah, I will check it for traps.
Okay. Roll.
I will give you a guidance.
That's not going to help.
I love it when you get that. Nope, not good work.
Nope, 13.
It doesn't seem to be any traps on it. It's just a heavy iron door.
Yeah, I'll step back and let Serapho try to open the door.
Okay.
I will do that.
Excellent. You definitely have a little bit of a struggle. you get to a spot where you think it's going to pop open, but at this point, I need you to make a strength check, please.
Okay. Just straight strength?
Just straight strength.
It's going to be a 10, unfortunately.
Okay. The door continues to very slowly get pried open. The rust has really done it's done a job on this door for sure. So it opens up, and there is basically a stone tunnel that continues forward and down, and it's pretty narrow for the average person. I mean, it looks like it's meant for little folk, whether it be dwarves or whatnot. Probably dwarves, but you also do know that earth sprites and hairfeet have resided in this area as well. So you've got these tunnels going forward, and as you move down beneath Stonefield Rise, the walls are lined with old pressure grooves that have been cut into blackened stone. Broken metal brackets jut from the masonry where chains, pipes, or suspended machinery once ran overhead. Heat builds steadily the deeper the route descends. The air moves in uneven breaths through the corridor, sometimes still and suffocating, sometimes rushing past with a dry mineral hiss. Pale roots split through several sections of wall. In places, the roofs have even forced entire stone plates out of alignment, leaving cracked seams that groan quietly under the pressure. Every step deeper carries a sense that this route was never meant for just ordinary travel. This was built for labor. It was built for machinery. It was built for heat. What are you doing?
Are the routes that we see, if she goes to investigate them, look the same as the ones that were left for her? At her.
In a way, yes. Probably comes from the same plant system, but not quite the same as the bundle that was prepared for you.
Okay.
I'd like to look around, see if I can see any potential dangers or creatures. We've encountered several different types going into these dwarven ruins.
Okay.
Uh, 18 plus 9 is 27.
Is that perception?
That's perception.
Okay, let me see what your perception turns up here. Good. You're not seeing any signs of something else or anything else. However, you do that is like structurally it's a little bit precarious as you guys are kind of proceeding forward. So you are at this point one success ahead. Anybody else? There's a lot of debris. There's stone. There's weak braces. There's as I said, those pressure grooves that are around.
I'd like to start clearing out stone very carefully, just so that way the path is a little bit more clear.
Froze.
Did I freeze?
Yes.
Yeah, you first.
Oops. Open now. Here we go. It's when I switch screens, I think. Does that to me.
So the last thing you said was make a, and then you froze.
Sorry, an athletics check.
Yep. Okay. We're gonna be getting a 19.
A 19. Okay. And athletics. Here we go. You clear a lot of debris out of the way. You clear some of the roots out of the way. You do, thanks to Zahir's help, you pass by that unstable section. and you continue to move some of the loose debris, and you use it to help shore up other, support beams and everything else that are there. That is another success. Xylea, what are you doing as you're kind of following along as they're doing this?
I'm kind of looking around to see what it looks like, more interest in the building of it and the usage of it.
Okay. Well, there's two ways we can go about this. The building of it, obviously you've been working with a kiln now up top and getting that underway, and you've been experiencing heat dispersion and things like that and trying to deal with that because there is something beneath these particular ruins that doesn't like the heat. So you can investigate those pressure channels, perhaps. Or the other thing you can do is, if you have mason tools, you can kind of look at that end of things.
No, I don't have mason tools.
Okay, we'll do an investigation.
It's a 13.
13 on your investigation. You're kind of looking at it. You're seeing these. Obviously, they've been they're not cracks. They've been intentionally carved in the stonework. There's just grooves at certain spots and at certain intervals, and they literally go from floor to ceiling. Some go across and cut up. Maybe there was something inlaid in them at one point, or perhaps it's meant for something else. But it's a little confusing, to be honest with you. You're not quite sure what to make of it. But you've seen similar types of grooves on your kiln when it's with the heat dispersion, the way it was built up top. So that could have something to do with it. RT. Everybody's doing a little something. What is RT?
With the recent going through the underground and everything, she is making sure to map and keep an eye out for best escape routes, seeing if there's something that's going to collapse, trying to keep that awareness going.
Okay. I know you have navigation tools, so you can make a roll which is basically a survival roll, but you get the bonus for the navigator's tools as well. So you can make that roll for me and let me know what you get.
All right. Okay, it's a good thing that she has advantage from the necklace because that is a 19.
19, nice. So yeah, you're accurately mapping out where. It was a little bit difficult at first because you were doing those root tunnels when you first came down past the cellar opening. The root tunnels are a little bit chaotic, but once you've kind of established where the one door was, and then this door. You're kind of looking into it and wondering, how this lays out when it comes to above. But you're starting to put it together, and you're mapping it out pretty accurately below ground. And with that is 4 challenges. You've done it. So that was actually a group challenge, skill challenge, and you needed 4 successes before 3 failures. And sure enough, you guys managed to get through. So with that, you have gone through into another chamber. It seems like a ventilation chamber. Everybody at this point will gain advantage on your first saving throw. Keep note of that. I'll give that out after. I can give out partial experience points, but yeah, there's no point. The tunnel opens into a towering chamber because you've been going down at this point, and where your mapping seems to have located this. Behind Stonefield Rise is the cypress grove, the trees that are there, the woods that are behind the property, which is where Xylea and Cowrie had discovered a watcher of some kind, observing from the trees, and this watcher has left Xylea a gift, which is the roots that were kind of bound up and tied up. But you are it's up higher. That's like a raised hill behind Stonefield Rise, which is why it's called Stonefield Rise. So you got the homestead, and then so you're under that bigger part of the hill. So this is like this big, almost like a silo type of structure. It's built around something. I don't. Who here has any kind of experience with forges?
I do.
Okay. So here you recognize a very well crafted vertical forge shaft. There are rusted catwalks. Actually, I should be putting this up there. There we go. I'm sorry. Just to go through the images, because this was the beginning. Then we've got, going down the tunnel and going through, and now you are here. Opens into this. Rusted catwalks cross the chamber overhead. Heavy chains hang from ancient pulley systems anchored into cracked stone. Below the grating, deep furnace channels glow with dim red light. Beneath, drifting smoke. This furnace is active. Steam hisses through fractured vents along the walls, while the entire chamber trembles with a pressure. You can feel it in the room. Across the chamber stands a massive dwarven pressure wheel, mounted into the stone beside several blocked vent channels. The machinery around it still moves slightly, despite centuries of ruin. Then a seam in the wall flashes white with steam, and the entire chamber shudders violently. What are you doing?
We have to find out what is causing this and why
Okay, well,
it's
keep in mind, you're all here together, and the chamber is literally shaking right now as you're standing here.
on a catwalk.
You're still at the opening, and there's catwalks. If you move forward to kind of explore, there are catwalks ahead, yes. But right now, you're just kind of, everything is shaking and trembling in this chamber.
Okay. I would reach out for the walls to kind of steady myself so I don't fall over.
Okay, make an athletics check, please.
Uh, 16.
16. You stabilize yourself, and you're kind of holding on to what looks like a support from one of the catwalks above, and you're kind of holding on to that. Perhaps you're supporting it, or it's supporting you. You're not quite sure as you go. Anybody else?
Celia kind of just crouch in place if she's not yet out on that catwalk.
Okay, so you're crouching in place.
Right.
So you're not going out on the catwalk. You're just crouching where you are.
Right.
Okay. What about Seraphim?
Yeah, Circle will also try to find a wall or something sturdy to actually hold on to them. Or to hold on to.
All right, athletics check, please.
Okay. The first. Oh, is it just advantage check, right? Not a saving throw?
No, the advantage was only on your first saving throw, so not your check. It's just a check.
Yep, so that'll be a 17.
17. All right, you brace yourself. You feel you're stable as it's going to be. If the room itself gives way, then you're doomed anyway. But other than that, you feel like you are adequately braced. And what about RT?
RT is going to follow everyone else's lead and try to get hold of something, but she also wants to figure out why the room is shaking.
Okay. So, first of all, athletics check to brace yourself.
Okay. So she has advantage on this for the boots. Which she's going to need because she has nothing in athletics. Okay, that's not bad, actually. Let's go on the box. Okay, that is going to be a roll of 19. She has -2, so she got 17 to hold on to something.
That's fine. You're doing fantastic. You have braced yourself, but at the same time, you're also investigating. So roll me an investigation check.
Okay. So this is going to be, what's my investigation? Okay. 19.
19. You identify what's causing this trembling, this rumbling, this quake, minor quake. It's pressure, backup steam, and pressure building from somewhere, needing a release. And it's, again, you're not sure from where or how it works, but you're pretty sure that that's what's causing this particular problem. With that in mind, let's roll a d4 and see. There you are.
RT's going to say to the others, we're going to want to move quickly. We're in a powder keg here.
Seraphel, dexterity saving throw, please.
And this one I know I have advantage for.
And this you get advantage on. Yes, it's your first saving throw.
Which is I'm definitely going to need, because the first one was a 4, second one was a 19.
19. Okay. So you will take half damage as this seam that's beside you, it seems to be overlaid with one of those pressure channels, kind of gives way, and this jet of hot steam goes out, and you're just not able to, you get out of the way mostly, but not enough to avoid complete damage. So you do take 4 points of fire damage.
Okay.
As this happens. So an RT has said, we got to get out of here. Like, you got to keep moving.
Okay. Sahir will, I guess, take the lead and start moving along the catwalk to the next intersection.
So you're heading across the catwalk, trying to get over to where that wheel thing is, right? So who's following? Is everybody going along, or is everybody just staying where they are?
Say they were following.
Okay. All right. So everybody's going across the catwalks. You're being cautious as you are. I need everybody to make me a dexterity saving throw. Seraphel, you've used up your advantage on your first roll, so everybody else will get advantage on this roll, but you will get a straight dexterity saving throw.
I got a nat 20 for 22.
Okay.
I got a 16.
16?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm also going to need that advantage. Okay, that is, where's my dexterity save?
So we got RT and Xylea. RT and Xylea.
Okay. 17.
17. Okay, and Xylea?
A dirty 20.
Dirty 20. So you all succeed. You guys are all crossing. Zahir's taking the lead. You're all kind of following behind him. You see him suddenly reach and grab for the railing. You all follow suit. You seeing this quick enough, you grab for the railing as things start to kind of shift under your feet. And this catwalk that you're on completely gives way. And you fall to a lower ledge safely. You're down like on a lower platform than what the wheel's on. And you all can take 3 points of bludgeoning damage. Okay. And you continue forward. You get to a set of stairs that go back up to the level you need to be at through the upper catwalks, and you continue towards that big wheel that's set into the stone. As you get there, what are you doing? What's everybody doing at this point? Seraphel, we'll start with you.
So just to clarify, we just landed on a sort of outcropping below, or the floor below us, correct?
Yeah, it was actually a ledge, like not a catwalk. It was actually a stone ledge that you landed on. But you landed safely. You landed hard, but you are safe. And you continued forward, and there was a set of metal stairs that went up and got yourself back onto the upper platforms and the catwalks, and have gone across now to another ledge where you see this big wheel, metal wheel set into the stone, and there are vents around it.
Okay.
And everything is trembling. The floor is shaking. The walls are shaking. Steam is jutting out all over the place randomly in the room. up, down, sideways. So what are you doing as you get there?
Yep. So Seraphal's gonna quickly collect themselves. They're gonna turn to group and they're gonna say, "It might be a bit too dangerous to stick around here, so we may need to venture forward or think about going back." I say we venture forward. And he's gonna wait for everyone to kind of chime in.
Yeah, that's the plan.
We've walked up to the level we were at, and we're at the wheel.
Yep.
Okay.
Do you think
RT is the only one who knew about the pressure release requirements.
Yeah, you're not quite sure where to continue to at this point. Like you really, because again, everything is chaotic here. Everything is it's pretty much like you see in the image. It's everything's trembling. Pieces of metal are falling. Stone is falling. Pressures. It seems like, and it's getting hotter and hotter as you're standing here. So you've got this wheel. Yeah, there. I mean, is anybody doing anything with the wheel itself?
I'll
I guess.
examine the wheel.
Yeah, I was gonna say we should examine the wheel.
is there writing or runes around the wheel?
It's just a big metal wheel. But everybody who wants to investigate it can roll an investigation.
I will give someone advantage and another person guidance.
Okay.
I guess I'll take the guidance, and that's a D4, correct?
Yes.
15.
Okay.
Well, I only have a +0 to my intelligence, so I rolled a 13.
Okay. You're completely oblivious to this, but Seraphon, you realize that this wheel is a pressure release valve that will open those side vents that you see set in the stone. And that, again, everything's trembling and shaking under pressure. That's what you've discovered.
Yep. So Seraphel is going to relay this information. They're going to say, hey, I think this might be a way to relieve the pressure. So I'm going to turn it. Is there any objections to that?
I think that's a good idea. Everyone should get away from the walls.
It'll find a way to release itself if we don't, so we gotta try it.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay. You need to make me a athletics check with disadvantage, please.
I would like
Helping him.
I will assist. I'm proficient in athletics.
There's two of you there, so you can take advantage or take a straight roll now.
Okay.
Take a guidance with that.
I will also take a guidance with that. I imagine there's just cheerleading going on, and that's awesome. We need that.
Yeah, you can do it.
Oh no, I got a 13, guys. I'm sorry.
It starts to move. At first you're not. It's not budging. So here comes over and lends his hand, and it starts to move just a fraction, and everybody's cheering you on, and it moves just a little bit more, and then it seems to stop. I need everybody to make me a dexterity saving throw and a constitution saving throw, please.
Oh, great.
Okay. Dexterity would be 18.
Oh, wow.
And Constitution would also be 18. No, it'd be 20.
So I got a natural 1 for dexterity, but I got a 15 for constitution.
Okay, so who rolled under 16 for dexterity?
I did.
Other than Seraphel.
Give me a moment as
Really?
I'm still rolling.
Oh, okay.
For dexterity, I made it.
Okay. So everybody except for Seraphel takes 7. Seraphel takes 15 points of fire damage. And you get pushed 10 feet. We're going to get to that in a second. Who rolled under 14 for Constitution? Nobody?
I was one short.
So you rolled a 13?
Yeah.
Okay, you have gained 1 level of exhaustion. It's hot, and especially for you as well. Like your water, it's hot. You're having a hard time breathing at times from the heat, and you're just exhausted. Now, unfortunately, for you, an exhaustion of level 1 is a -2 to all dice rolls at this point because of exhaustion.
Yeah, that tracks.
Now, yeah. As for the being pushed 10 feet, Seraphel, I need another dexterity saving throw.
Okay. It's gonna be a straight 14.
14. You get to the edge, you're pushed back to the edge of this ledge that you're on where the wheel is, and pushed away, and you're trying to get your footing, and all of a sudden the ground trembles again, and you lose your footing and you fall. You will take 10 points of bludgeoning damage as you fall 15 feet to a metal grated cover.
Would I have enough time to manifest my wings prior to falling down?
What did you roll on your dex save?
Oh boy, I wish I remembered. 14 actually, because my dice is still where it was.
You know what? You do. You manage to get your wings so you don't take the damage, but you do. You're almost striking the grate below, and your wings kind of come out, and you catch your fall as you do. At this point, you see ahead of you. What had happened there, by the way, all those vents blew at once, a major blowout. So you again, steam, force, damage, but that's it. The vents are now open. While they're busted open, the wheel is jammed. It's not going anywhere. The only person that's down below at this point is Seraphel. Seraphel, you see a lower forge chamber. It opens into a massive hall that is blackened by centuries of smoke and furnace heat. Cracked machinery lines the walls beside shattered molds, broken chain rigs, and slag channels still glowing with buried heat. Steam is rising where pale roots have pushed through heated stone. Suspended forge platforms hang unevenly overhead while ash drifts slowly through the chamber air. At the center of the chamber stands a massive ceramic armored figure with lava-dark limbs and glowing heat fissures running through its body. Smaller, root-twisted creatures that look like those skitterers you have encountered before, but they're different. These are bigger, they're blackened and dark. They've been twisted and into different shapes and looks, and they're skittering between piles of debris and slag channels. The great figure turns towards you, landing on this grate. You can hear your footfall as you land, and it turns towards that disturbance. Ceramic armor grinds against stone as it raises one heavy arm and strikes the floor with enough force that shakes the entire chamber. You guys up top hear a bam, and everything just shake. Like the pressure has been released, so the room has stopped shaking. But then, as you know, he had fallen. You've seen his wings come out. You kind of look over. He looks safe, but he's looking ahead, and you hear from below this massive boom, and everything just shakes at this point. So we are going to. That was this. Right here, what you're seeing, Seraphel, just so you know. Okay. And it looks like that. And I'm going to load up Owlbear at this point. Here we go. So we have Owlbear on the thing. So what's everybody up top doing?
Looking down at Seraphel and going, "Are you okay?"
Mm-hmm.
Because we don't see this creature, right? From our angle.
No, from your angle. You guys are back here, basically up at the top, and Seraphil's kind of down here at the bottom. It's a big room. You see this big creature here in the middle. That's the big golem of some type. And these are those little, they're like size of giant rats, maybe. But they look like stone and metal and charred and burnt, and but they're skittering like those other things you've seen in the other areas, the root skitterers. So that's what you're seeing, Seraphil. So it's up to you guys. What's going on?
Yeah, Seraphil's gonna call back to the others. They're gonna say, there seems to be a golem that is awakened. I fear that it may attempt to attack me. At which point, Seraphil, having kind of like been really harmed by the steam, they're gonna cast Cure Wounds on themselves just immediately, because that does not look.
Yeah, you're hurting.
Yeah, I am hurting. So
you're hurting.
Five.
So at his cries, Zahir will start looking for a way down.
Yeah, you do see one of those metal staircases that go down to like the lower level where he's at. Not a problem getting down there. It's actually pretty solid staircase, surprisingly. As you get there and you kind of work your way down, and you're kind of coming out here.
Okay.
Who else is going down?
I want to try to get down there too as soon as I see him. Find the stairs and head there.
There you go. RT. Okay, so your companions have joined you down below. Check something, make sure I'm not doing anything wrong. So there are, just so you know what you're seeing in this particular chamber, there's things that you can do. Obviously, those slag channels are hot, so if you have to cross them, there is potential damage in that regard. You've kind of sensed that. There are these platforms and such, and catwalks, some of them are hanging and whatnot. You can climb onto them and use them to your advantage if you need to. However, if it does destabilize while you're climbing on it, it could also lead to issues, and you do see steam vents all over the place, and there are little puffs of steam coming out. Nothing major right now that you're noticing. So that is the current situation. I need everybody though now to roll initiative.
I'll be a 17.
17 for RT. What about Seraphil?
I got a 12.
Well, Zahir.
22.
22. Xylia.
22 also.
Nice.
Okay, who's got the better decks?
She does.
My deck.
Okay, so Xylia, you're going to go first.
15. Yeah, 15.
I've got a +2 to dex. I have 14.
So do I. Well, just barely over. 15.
That's all right. You got a 15, you got a 14, we're good. So you're going technically first in the round. So, Xylia, what are you doing? As this thing has turned, it's now facing you. The skitters are moving. They've noticed you too, but they're not really doing anything overtly aggressive at this point. But that golem creature or whatever it is has slammed his fist onto the ground, and he is looking at you at this point.
I don't know. He hasn't made an attack move yet at us.
He hasn't moved from the current spot he's at, no, other than slamming his fist on the ground.
Okay. Perhaps that I would just step forward and say, we're not intruders here. The dwarves have long gone. We live above now and are investigating the pressure disturbances.
So you're talking to it?
Talking to it. We want to help, I say.
Right. So that is what you're doing on your action. You're talking to it. So here, you see Xylea take kind of a step forward and start talking to this thing.
Zahir, as a bonus action, will enter Guardian stance, and then he'll move forward, pull out a pinch of amber desert sand from his pouch, and cast Blur.
Okay. So you have Blur cast on yourself. Excellent.
Yeah, and AC 23 right now.
Distance here. Okay, just want to make sure I've got everything. Okay. So that's what you have done, and that brings us now to RT. You're up.
I am going to examine the space. Why do I have an echo? Going to examine the space and see if the creature is maybe attached to something, or maybe there's like some sort of shut off or pressure release that could potentially avoid a situation.
There is, you're just trying to take all of it in, and there's so much movement around with these channels. And you do notice one thing: these heat channels that you're seeing, there's lava in them, which is kind of odd in itself, flowing through them. There are vents, there are release pressure wheels all over the place. There are forges, multiple forges, not just one. There's multiple forges set up around the entire chamber. So again, you don't see him attached to anything. He's just standing on this massive grate in the center of the room.
Well, I think everyone can see that the floor is literally lava.
Yeah, anything where you see the red thing, that it's lava. Don't step on it. So that's your action?
Yep,
It's just to look around? Or are you doing anything specific?
Just wanted to try to get a lay of the land, see if maybe there's a shut-off valve or something.
Yeah, you don't really see anything.
Okay. I stay where I am because I am not getting closer to that thing.
All right. With that, let us do. Okay. He moves to just the other side of you, Zahir, and he is going to. It's two of those. He is going to swing at you twice, one with each fist. A 23 to hit on the first one. Ouch. And that is a 28 to hit. Assuming both those hit here. Oh. Did I lose everybody?
I was muted. It's with advantage because of blur.
What's that? Oh, yeah, the blur with disadvantage. Okay, so those two rolls, one of them would still have hit you, but the other roll, no, he's going to miss. Second roll missed. The second swing misses.
Okay.
He rolled a 3 on the point. So he does hit you once. And where is so many screens? You will take 2d8 plus 6 bludgeoning. 14 bludgeoning damage.
Have to 7 minus 2 for armor reduction. So 5.
5, and 8 points of fire damage.
I am resistant to fire as well, so 4.
4. Okay. Difficult terrain, almost like nope, you're okay. You're safe where you're standing, so we're good. That was his action. And now we go to Sarah. Yeah. Oops, where are we? We got lost.
Oh,
Sarah
he takes a D4 bludgeoning for missing.
Oh,
if you miss by more than 2 on that second attack.
he missed by more than 2.
Okay, it is 4 bludgeoning, non-magical.
4 bludgeoning. Sorry, you said non-magical?
Non-magical. It's the shield.
He is... Takes 2.
Okay.
Okay. So, Servo, you're up.
Okay. So it's attack.
10 feet from you.
Yep. So if it's attack already, I guess Serapha will go ahead and jump into the fray. So they'll come into combat range or engagement range.
Okay.
They're going to utilize their Silver Veil longsword. That is going to be a natural 20. So I guess.
Oh, nice.
Bonus doesn't matter. That's surprising. All right, cool. And so we're going to do the damage now. So that'll be 6. I'm going to do a Divine Smite on it. So let's add. That's 12. If it's 2d8. Yep. So 12 plus, what did I say initially? 6? 7?
6.
Yeah.
Right.
6.
Okay. So I think a total of 18. My math is mathing.
That you're to hit?
Oh, no. Damage, because I got the natural 20.
Oh, yeah, you rolled natural 20. Never mind.
Yeah.
How much of that was bludgeoning? Because that matters.
So it was 1d8 slashing damage, which is the first set of generic,
slashing.
and then I did radiant damage for my Divine Smite.
Okay.
Okay, so what was the total damage again? Sorry?
18.
18, and then we double it?
Yes.
Okay, so we're at 36 points of damage. And that's a magical attack, correct?
It's a Silver Veil longsword. I don't know if we established if it was or not.
Okay, yeah, that's a plus, like a +1.
Okay.
So it is a magical weapon. Okay, and then that brings us to these guys. Oh dear.
I made my concentration check for Blur.
I need to I'll be right back.
Okay. Well, that's going to be 1 attack on Seraphel and 1 attacking Zahir at this point. And it is claw attack. You are on the stairs at this point, Seraphel, so it's a little bit of a difficult terrain. So Seraphel, 13 plus 5, 18 to hit.
18 does not hit.
Okay, so it misses you.
Yep.
And then on your got blurs, disadvantage, and it's with disadvantage, it is an 18 to hit.
I missed.
Takes
a 4 bludgeoning.
And 4 bludgeoning. And these guys are not resistant. do that. Okay. Okay. And that brings us to the top of the round. Now, at the top of the round, Zahir and Seraphel, you are within 5 feet. It's a D10 heat damage. You are resistant to fire those here, so you will take half.
Okay.
And that is half is 2 points fire damage.
Okay.
And that is 4 points for Seraphel fire damage. It's from it's hot, right? Standing beside it, it's hot. Okay. And then we go on to Xylea. You're up.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out why I can't get into Ember.
Oh, you're not. Did you click the link in the new one at the top of the channel?
I keep coming up with I'm all by myself in a link. So I think I'm
you're in the
clicking
wrong one.
link.
You know, in the wrong one. I will post this. Where are we? Any adventure? This is the link that's at the top of the screen.
Where are you posting it?
In the mini adventures.
I should get there.
We're in the cozy laps. That's you,
Okay.
right? Oop. Should be. There you are. It says your Earth Elemental. Good job. So, what is your action? What are you doing?
She's turned into an Earth Elemental.
I turned into Earth Elemental. I wish I could. I can't quite yet do that yet. Okay, let's see. Okay, I just kind of see where we're at. Lava creature.
I'm going to put this up here so you guys can't see me.
And we are a bit raised up on that, like a landing.
Yeah, you guys are up on a little bit of it's a grate where you're at, a metal grate, just raised up off of the heat below. And below you can kind of see through the grate. There's lava down there, and it's hot.
I think I'm gonna just cast aid on us. Those two out in front for sure.
Okay, so you cast a spell. You cast aid on Seraphel and Zahir.
Yeah, hold on. I can do that on three of them.
3. Well, RT's beside you.
Yeah.
All right, so you can do all 3 of them.
Okay.
So Seraphel, Zahir, and RT, aid has been cast on you.
So you each have, well, it's not a whole lot, but hit point maximum and current hit points increased by 5.
Okay.
It's something. Better than nothing. So next up, we have Zahir. You're up.
Is she going to move or do anything else?
No.
Okay. Zahir will hit this thing in the back with advantage because I've got a flank.
Yep.
Uh, 16
Misses.
misses. Yeah, I figured.
Probably.
Well,
yeah.
you hit it, just kind of bounced off the.
Yeah.
Got an AC of 18, just so you guys know.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's my one attack.
Okay. That brings us then to RT.
All right. As a bonus action, RT is going to enter legend status, which will give her, let's see, bonuses to saving throws and some other stuff. That's not the major thing she's doing. She is going to also use her ability of tail binding, and she is going to cast bestow curse on the creature.
Okay. So you're casting a bestow curse on the golem, and you have entered into a legendary status. So you're getting some bonuses on your thing, which you're going to need because you get -2 on everything. So
Yeah, that plays a factor. And
Yeah.
the curse that is going to be done. Quick question. On one
Yep.
of them, it says the target has disadvantage on ability checks and saving throws made with the ability score. Would you say that whatever weapon it's attacking with is a strength check?
that it's attacking with.
Yes. So when it's hitting Seraphil or Zahir, if I cast this, would they get disadvantage because that's technically an ability check?
Yeah, but at the same time, it's not. It's an unarmed strike.
Okay.
Yeah.
In that case, I'm not doing that one. Then it's going to have... We'll do the fun one. We'll do the wisdom save in order to do anything.
So it can't act unless it makes a wisdom save, correct?
Yes, it has to make the save, and her save is 16. It is a DC wisdom.
Okay, so I'm just making sure, checking its immunities. Okay, no, we're good. All right, so you've cast. You're in the status, so that's yours, and that brings us to the brute. He is going to attempt to move. Wisdom saving throw is nope, an 8. So he's just stands there. Yeah, we did the damage this round. Okay, never mind. And that's his action. So that brings us to Seraphil.
There we go. Who do I want to attack? Big boy or little guys? I think we're gonna go for the big boy again. Since I here got flanked, do I also get advantage from flanking or? Yep. Okay.
Yes, you do.
Good, because I need it, because that first roll was a 3. The second one was a natural 1, so it really doesn't matter.
Okay, so you absolutely missed. You're at the. You think at one point you may have actually took a chunk out of your sword, but you're not sure. It just didn't sound very good when it bounced off his armor. With that is your action. So that leaves us the skitters. 10 climbs up the side. 15. You get an attack of opportunity on this guy, Seraphil.
Yep. We're gonna go ahead and use that.
I'll let you do that. Let's move the others.
It's gonna be a 13.
13 on this dude misses.
Okay.
Okay. Zahir, you'll get an attack of opportunity on this guy. Seraphil, you get another attack of opportunity on this guy.
Oh, I thought I was only allowed 1 reaction per turn.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's a reaction. Never mind. Sorry,
Yeah.
my bad.
Yeah, didn't want to.
Zahir, you get an attack of opportunity on him. On the skitterer.
21 to hit.
Oh yeah.
for 6 bludgeoning and 2 fire. Because I didn't change my element this today.
Points. Okay. Right. So you've damaged him. What you see when, again, this guy doesn't move and everybody else has done something, but all of a sudden, up on that platform, Xylea and RT have cast a spell. And as they've cast those spells, all of a sudden those skittering creatures stop in their tracks, look up on the platform, and they're like skittering up towards you guys. So just think of it like almost like these armored cockroaches that are climbing and crawling towards RT and Xylea. So they are moving up to attack you guys, and they are trying to claw at you.
Okay.
Is RT a 16 to hit?
16 does not hit.
Okay, 16, so that guy missed. This guy is 23 to hit.
Yeah, that's going to hit.
Okay, and you will take from that guy is 5 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And 2 points of fire damage.
All right.
Being on the platform. Okay, now we're going to move over to Xylea. Guy gets 19 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay. And the other guy is just a straight roll, and that is a miss. That's an 8. So you got 1 hit. And likewise, it is 8 points of slashing damage and 5 points of fire damage.
I forgot. Anyone that's within 10 feet of me gets a +1 to AC. Did that make that attack not hit?
No.
No.
But thank you.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the end of the round. We go up to the top of the round now, but before we do, it is 3 points of fire damage to Zahir. That is halved already. And 6 points to Seraphel. And at this point, Xylea, you're up.
Xylea becomes a lion.
Okay. So you just shapeshift into a lion. All right, not a problem.
Yes. And then she's going to attack.
I'm going to put yellow around you. Okay. Go ahead.
I guess the one to the right of her. She can attack this one. Okay.
Yep. Where'd you go, Zahir?
I didn't move.
It moved you, or someone moved you, or something happened.
Okie dokie. 2 rend attacks.
What are you attacking with? Sorry?
Well, it's a rend attack, so I'm guessing claws.
Claws? Okay.
That is to hit. 11. Missed that side. That one missed. Second attack. 23.
28 hits.
4. 11 points of slashing.
Okay. All right, and you will take 2 points of fire damage. as your claws rip into this thing, and your paw, just the heat, the burn, as you slash into it.
Okay.
Okay, and that brings us to Zahir. You're up.
Okay. I will attack with advantage on the big guy. Uh, 14 plus 7 is 21 to hit.
That hits.
So 11 bludgeoning, which is not halved. 4 fire and 12 thunder.
Nice.
And it needs to make a DC 15 strength check or be knocked back 10 feet.
Okay, strength check.
DC 15 strength check.
And it failed.
So it's gonna go 10 feet and gonna push everybody.
Skitter moves. Seraphel, I'm taking you're probably moving off to the side. I'm not gonna be that mean and have it bowl into you and do damage.
Did you put Seraphel in the lava or is he next to it?
Like next to it.
Okay.
I was gonna say, like, ooh.
I wouldn't move you into the lava intentionally. If there was lava there and you had no choice, you'd be bumped into the lava.
Okay. I'm going to move to here
Okay.
to give Seraphel advantage on his turn.
Okay. And that's your action?
That is my action.
Okay. RT, you're up.
Had something she was going to do, and then Zahir got in range.
Sorry.
It's okay. I figured no one wants to be hit with Thunderwave.
You can. No, it's tough. You got a tough angle there.
Yeah, you could. If you did this, you would take that attack of opportunities, but you could target at least 2 of the skitters.
Well, it's a 15-foot cube originating from her.
Oh, it's a cube. Okay, so you can actually get 3 skitters. Oops.
I could get all of the skitters. The issue is I would also get
You get your
Xylea
friend.
and Zahir.
Yeah, but you can get those 3 skitters without hurting your friends. Technically, if you move to that spot. But you would take attack of opportunity twice. Unless you have an ability to let you move back without getting attack of opportunity. Which I don't remember. But
How much do I not want to get hit?
Seraphel may want to move on his turn after he attacks. Because I'm just going to be knocking this guy around.
I'm going to take the risk and just do the Thunderwave. So it's 15 feet and is a cube originating from me, so it goes out a distance. So it will hit Xylea and Zahir.
Okay.
So you both need to make Constitution saving throws, but so does literally all of the bad guys.
You can put it forward from you to the right.
From what I'm reading, it is a 15-foot cube originating from me. So I'm taking like the cube goes around me.
it goes around you.
Okay.
You're kind of going pulsing outward. Boom,
Yeah.
Thunder. Yeah.
Hit the big guy.
So big guy gets hit too. But he rolled a 21 on his saving throw.
Okay. Everybody needs to make that DC 16. Hopefully the bugs fail and they will be pushed back 10 feet.
What kind of saving throw? What's the
Constitution.
step? Okay.
Constitution. The bugs all failed.
And you said I'm outside the 15-foot range, or I'm within it?
You're out.
Okay.
You're out.
Yeah, you're safe.
Just double check.
Zahir got a 21.
You're fine. All right, so everything that failed is going to take 11 thunder damage. Whoever saved only takes, rounding down, 5 damage. And all of the ones that failed got pushed back 10 feet.
Well,
8.
it wouldn't be
Okay.
back if we're
8.
from you, away from you, right?
Yeah, 10 feet
No,
away from it.
it's not like they're moving. They literally get blown away from her. So this guy goes 5. And I'm assuming Zahir will step aside so he doesn't get blown into.
Which way do I get blown away?
Did you fail your save?
Yes.
So you are technically blown while you were here, because you're in a square. You're getting blown away from her.
Yeah.
So technically you're getting blown into it.
That's what I was thinking.
He won't move, so
He really can't do anything.
she'll stay where she is because of.
Yeah, you're pretty well blocked here. So you kind of
Bump into it.
but yeah. And
It
you've
was,
already
a measured, it was a measured option, and I think the math worked out well that time.
and I need
Sorry,
to roll for
Sideline.
this guy, even though with he's got a resistance to fire. However, he's the guy that's been hurt the most. So he's out. One of the skitterers you see him kind of cling on to the side of the wall, and then slowly you see like one limb at a time drips into the lava, and it just kind of shrieks and falls in and gone.
Yes.
Okay, so he's out. So actually, I'm just going to remove him from the board because he's lava bound. This guy also went into lava, and he took some damage there. So, okay. So that was RT. That brings us now to the brute. He's going to try a wisdom saving throw. And a wisdom saving throw is a 13. I don't think that makes it. I think it's a 16, right?
Yep. 16.
Yeah. So he failed. It looked like you see him. It looks like he's trying to move. Steam is coming out from the seams in his armor, and you can see even the armor's trembling. You can see heat and steam rising out of it, but he's not able to move. Okay, and then that brings us to Seraphel. You're up, and you get advantage because you have. Well, actually, no, you don't.
No.
So here got kind of pushed out of the way.
Curiosity hitting me. If I move right here, would that?
Again.
There we go. Okay, I was gonna say. All right, so we'll go ahead
Just
and
no positioning. That's all.
Heck yeah. Do a little swing. So my first attack is gonna be a dirty 21.
That hits.
Or, sorry, not my first attack. That's with advantage, is what I meant. So if it hits, go ahead and do my damage. Regular damage is going to be, so that's 9. And we're going to add another Divine Smite. We'll do it at level 2 this time. I'm feeling a little good. Make sure I'm counting my spell fast so that way I don't accidentally do the thing. 1, 5. So that makes it 13 radiant damage.
And 13 radiant. Very nice. You guys have done 90 points of damage to the golem so far.
Nice.
Well done.
And as a bonus action, I would actually, you know what? I'll hold that bonus action. Yeah, no, I'm good. That's my turn.
You're good? Okay.
Yep.
So after you comes them, the skitterers. They got blown back. This guy will go up to 5, 10, 15, 20. He's back here. 5, 10, 15, 20.
So Zahir gets an attack of opportunity.
Yep, you'll get an attack of opportunity.
Nat 20 for 11 bludgeoning, doubled to 22 bludgeoning, and 8 fire.
Okay, well, was the first one that moved away from you, or the second one?
It
Which
would
one
be
did you target?
the first one.
You hit the first one?
Yeah.
Okay. He basically ends up, he never really gets past here, but his friend skidded over top of him. Okay, and there's still 2 of them. They're both going to focus on, actually, still got 5 feet of movement. He's going to go here because they're both going to target RT. 2 plus. Where is that attack? 17 to hit RT.
17 is my AC.
Okay, so it hits you, and then of course the other one we're going to hit then too because it's 24.
Ouch.
Okay, so you will take. Ooh, dear. 20 points of slashing damage.
Going to activate one of the Capper's Hide abilities, so lessen that by 8.
Okay, and then you take 8 points of fire damage.
It evens out. Okay.
But that hurt.
Yeah, I did not enjoy that.
As these heated claws tear into flesh. It's not good. Yeah, they can do that too. I forgot about that. Damn it. I'm always forgetting. Okay. That is their action. So we are at the top of the round. Top of the round within 5 feet. That is Xylea and Seraphel. You guys will take... Seraphel, you take 4 points of fire damage. Xylea, you take 8 points of fire damage.
And the little skidder.
He's resistant. He doesn't have or immune to the damage from that.
Okay.
It's just steam. Yeah, it's not affecting him.
How many points did you say?
You take 8.
Okay. Is it my turn?
It is Xylea's turn. Yeah, you're up.
The lion's gonna run down here.
Okay, so it still can try to make a reaction.
Oh, I thought it couldn't move because of the wisdom save. Shoot.
No, it couldn't move on its action, but this is a reaction, and it tried and failed. It can't move. You just go past it. His eyes just kind of watch you go away.
And then I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds.
Okay.
At second level.
Excellent. So here you're up.
Roll it.
Okay. I'm gonna try to hop up to this level. Where the dead skidder is.
That will, because you're climbing up onto that thing, it's basically taking, it's like a double move. So instead of 5 feet, it's a 10-foot square.
Okay.
But it does get an attack of opportunity as you're climbing up. Or it can try. Oh, no, it can't. It already took one.
Well,
Right?
it's dead. This one.
No,
is
I meant the big dude.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he already tried to take an attack.
And I'll move one more square over.
Okay, so that will, one of the skidders will get an attack of opportunity. And
Yes. Okay.
It
It'll
missed.
take it. It takes 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Okay. And what are you doing now that you moved there?
I'm gonna hit it.
Okay.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry, Seraphel. You're probably gonna get knocked back again. I'm at 20.
Okay.
Uh,
And he fails to save, so he's going to be moved back. So Seraphel will get pushed to the side.
20 bludgeoning,
Okay, so 10.
It's not halved.
It's not halved. Okay.
I didn't. It was 20 bludgeoning. I'm giving you the total number. It's not.
It's
halved.
magical, though, right?
It's my weapon is not magical for bludgeoning.
Okay. All right.
That's why I've been trying to find something to make it magical.
Yep.
8 fire. Not
Okay.
half. It was not half. I'm not giving you the half numbers.
Yep, that's fine.
And 36 thunder.
$50 points of damage. Like you see bits of the plating, the ceramic plating, fall off of them as you crack into it. Steam flying out everywhere as you do that. But again, you're far enough away; you don't have to worry about that at this point in time.
So I've gone 20 feet of movement. From the dead square was 10 feet of movement, and then 5 to the one between the two skitterers, and then another 5 there. That's 20 feet of movement. So I have 10 feet left.
Yep, you will get an attack of opportunity if you move out from there.
That's fine. And I'll move down there.
23 to hit.
Disadvantage.
Oh,
because of blur.
23 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
It was the second roll. That was not good. That would have really hurt. You're going to take 10 points of slashing damage.
Okay, down to 5.
And you're going to take 4 points of fire damage.
Okay. Half of 4 is 2. 10 points. I am resistant to slashing, goes to 5. Armor reduction of 2 takes 3. So I take 5 points of damage overall. And I rolled an 18 on my concentration check for blur.
And I need to go because you are on the stairs. That is an additional another 5 points of fire damage.
Because I'm on the stairs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Vent and steam comes up around you, and it just makes it so that you're kind of,
Okay, so half of 5 is 2.
2. Yep.
Okay.
All right, you're done?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, and that brings us to RT. You're up.
Okay. RT is going to summon 4 darts and shoot 2 each into the skitters beside her.
Okay.
Those rolls to hit, counting the negative on there because still exhausted, are at the lowest 8, which I'm sure doesn't hit anything.
Nope.
Then 17,
Hits.
20, and 19.
All 3 of those hit.
Okay, so 3 of those are going to hit. Let's drop one of these d4s. And we'll say 2 of them are going to the one that is to the south of me, and then the other one that hit is going to go to the one to the left of me.
Okay.
That is going to be on the one that takes 2. It is going to be a total of 6 force damage. Not very much. And then the other one takes 3 force damage.
Okay. The one that's just in front of you just drops as it's there. And let's make sure I'm reading this right. Yep. Okay. And that's the end of your action.
Oh, I forgot to add one of my abilities somewhere in here. Does an additional amount of damage, and I think it's a plus. Oh, okay. So that other one that's still alive took an additional 3 psychic.
3 psychic. Okay. Psychic. All right.
that ends your turn.
That ends your turn. Okay, that brings it to him and his wisdom saving throw. 19. He can act.
That's
This is
okay.
good.
He'll fail next time.
You see the thing beside you is here because you've kind of gone down the stairs towards it as he's there, and you're trying to basically set. You see both of his fists clench, and he slams them hard into the ground, and everything shakes and trembles. I need. T, you're outside the thing. Everybody else, make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
18.
Okay.
Also,
Take 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Is that halved?
That's already halved, yeah. It was 18.
Okay, so then I half it again for my resistance.
Okay, so you're at 4. Delia, did you roll?
She didn't make it.
Didn't make it. 18
What was
points
the
of bludgeoning
DC?
damage.
What was the DC?
16.
Yeah, no, I didn't make it.
Okay, so 18 points of damage, and you are prone. You're knocked flat on your butt.
wounds.
Seraphel,
I also rolled an 18.
you rolled an 18 as well?
Mhm.
Okay, so you made it. So you took 9 points of bludgeoning damage, and you remain standing. Let's see this. Okay, and that is the end of his turn. That brings us to Seraphel. You're up.
So, we're gonna do a thing. We're gonna do a bit.
Probably
right.
a good thing.
Hopefully, it's a good thing. We'll see how this thing goes. All right. So, as a bonus action, we're gonna go ahead and healing word myself, right? Because Seraphel is looking very bloody right now, very much not pretty at the moment. They used to be pretty, now they're not as pretty. That is 2d8. Let me actually roll that. So I'm back up to that much HP, and then we're gonna do some movement. They're gonna kind of fly up and be like, oh, excuse me, Thalia, and fly over here. And they're gonna do. I think you know what they're gonna do. It's pretty self-evident what they're gonna do. Does a I don't even know what that number. 24? I'm assuming a 24 hits.
Oh yeah.
Alright. Let's go ahead and do the damage. So 8 plus 2 is 10. 10 slicing damage or slashing damage.
Yep.
And we're gonna use my since it is a no action, I'm gonna smite it. Let me make sure that I do. So and an additional 8 radiant damage.
Another 8?
Yep.
Okay. Excellent. Is that end your turn?
Yep, that ends my turn.
Okay. RT, you get an attack of opportunity on this skitter as he's trying to skitter up the wall and away.
All right. She has a sword. Where is her sword's information? There it is. Okay. Yeah, I don't think a 10's going to hit it, so it's going to walk away.
So it skitters up the wall and away. That brings us to the top of the round. That is Zahir and Xylea and Seraphel will take a D8 damage each from fire. Zahir, 6 points, half to 3. I know you're resistant. 7 points to Xylea. And 7 points to Seraphon. Heat damage. Fire damage.
You said 7?
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
And that is the Skitter's turn. We're at the top of the round. And that's what did that. So that's where we're at. So Xylea, you're up.
Siley is gonna come down here.
Okay.
I think I can go a little further down there.
Okay. He doesn't get an attack of opportunity because he failed the saving throw. Okay. And that brings us to Zahir. You're up.
Okay. I'm gonna try to hit him with advantage and with a level one thunderous smite.
Okay.
Oh, well, I rolled a 1 and a 3, so 3 plus 7 is 10. Miss.
Okay. That brings us then to RT. You're up.
Let's do a. No, she's gonna keep going after the bug. The bug made her mad. The lowest of those 3 for the magic missile was a.
You don't roll for magic missile.
There you
Was
go.
that using magic missile? Magic missiles automatically hit.
They do?
Yeah.
Sorry. I didn't know that's what you were using.
I'm used to it being a roll to hit. Okay, that works.
There is a version of magic missile that you roll to hit, but it's not in this game.
No.
Okay. Then cool. It's going to take all these hits. Which isn't that much. Right. 12 damage total. On the skitter.
Look at you.
He did. Okay.
And
that brings us to. Do you move?
I'm gonna step 1 square away from the edge of the platform, get a little bit more stable.
More centered. Okay. All right.
Safe.
Okay, that's his action now. He's still got to make a saving throw, and he fails it again, so he can't move. And that will bring us to Seraphon. You're up.
Sweet. We're gonna do a little tacky, right? First one was 18, second one was 12, so 18 plus 5 makes it 23.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go ahead and do my damage roll. This one is just gonna be regular, so it's gonna be 8 slashing damage.
Just 8 slashing?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. And that's the end of your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Skitterers are all dead. Top of the round. Zahir, 7 points of fire damage. Seraphel, 3 points of fire damage. Zahir, that's not halved, so
Okay.
3.
You said 3?
Yeah, 3.
Okay.
And Xylea, you're up. What are you doing down in the?
No, cure wounds again.
You bring your
level 1
Okay.
1 cure wounds.
All right, so you're casting on yourself.
13, 14, 16 points.
Okay, so here you're up.
Okay.
Wait, I'm not done moving.
Oh, you're moving?
Yeah. Yeah, wait. 1, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay. Okay, now I'm done.
All righty, so here you're up.
Okay. 11 plus 7 is 18.
That's what you need to hit.
Okay. 12 bludgeoning, non-magical. 3 fire. And 9 thunder. With another DC 15 strength check. Okay.
Falls apart.
The shrapnel just hit Seraphil.
Yeah, pretty much. Just like it shrapnel flies all over the place, and so he drops. So you've got this big chamber where he's there. The skitters are kind of they're there. There are forges all over the place, but you see beyond this particular stone chamber, there's a lower forge corridor that narrows into a massive sealed gateway built from blackened dwarven metal, reinforced with immense chain locks anchored directly into the walls. Ancient markings cover the seal beside pressure gauges frozen in place beneath layers of ash and mineral residue. Several pale bloomheart roots that you recognize them as such, RT, have already forced themselves through the cracks around the lower frame. Old emergency markings remain visible along the walls. Whatever happened here was not a slow abandonment. The forge this part was sealed off deliberately. Then the stone beneath your feet pulses with heat. The chains above groan under sudden tension. Somewhere far below, an immense system seems to shift for the first time in centuries. One edge of the sealed gate moves slightly. It opens before settling still once more. Beyond the partially open seal, faint air moves through the darkness, carrying a cold moisture instead of furnace heat through the narrow opening. You can just barely make out part of a partially collapsed tunnel descending deeper beneath the forge sectors. Visible stonework beyond, as well as root tunnels beyond. You do see masonry behind you. The corridor appears wider, although lower and more residential in construction. And because, RT, you've been doing the mapping, this particular tunnel leads to under Stoneville.
Oh.
Beyond this locked thing. So the forge basically was sealed off from the rest of the dwarven complex intentionally for some reason. And it looks like the same stonework you noticed when you were below Stoneville down there as well. Pale roots, similar to the ones that Xylea has, have been spreading through much of this collapse. It's not the same as the Bloomheart growth at all. This is different. These are pale roots. The tunnel clearly continues beyond the cave-in. You can tell you're not able to kind of get through at this point. You can see through, but you also see the fact that it has been collapsed below. Whatever lies deeper, though, below the forge appears connected to other buried districts entirely. And again, you've put that together. The silence returns now to the buried forge. With that, that will end episode 46 of MiniAdventures, The Ember Below Stone. There is, I know you guys are going to be searching what you found, like the different rooms and the chambers and the furnaces, and you're kind of getting all kinds of inspirations, Xylea, as you're seeing all this. You can now see where you are located at Stonefield Rise. This could be an immense operation of not just pottery, but metalworks, metallurgy, everything. is possible here, and everything seems to be heated from volcanic forces below the earth, below the ground that's breaking through. So that's what those rivulets of lava were. So you have searched the entire area. You do go through. I'm just trying to pull up my complete sheet of what you find.
Did the construct go cool when he?
Did it go cool? It's still hot, but it eventually does cool off. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'd like
Zahir
to examine him a little bit.
Yeah, Zahir would like to collect as many pieces as he could.
Yeah, the plating itself, it's kind of weird. This brute, this thing that was here, it's a construct for sure, dwarven construct. Very similar in nature to the construct you found in the residential section, but this one bigger and more dangerous. It's made up of reinforced ceramic plating.
Definitely
And
would
so are
examine that curiously.
So are the caterers, by the way. Oddly enough, but you know that they're actual creatures, but they have been altered. The ceramic plating has kind of been, I don't know how you could, good way of putting it, melted to their hide.
Wow.
Probably by the dwarves, they've been altered. So that's the creatures themselves. We can kind of go over all the details of what the harvesting is of those particular things after the fact. I don't really want to do that live stream right now because there is some stuff you can kind of pull off of them. However, in one of the chambers, you see a very large dwarven chest. It's kind of hidden behind collapsed ceramic reinforced walls, and by that ancient seal that's there, that's been, again, opens into the residential area. It's built from black iron with pressure lock hinges. What are you guys doing with the chest?
Anyone know how to lockpick a chest?
You can do it with these tools. This chest can be opened with these tools. It can be opened with Smith tools. It can also be opened with just an investigation roll if you're really high DC.
Okay.
I was gonna say Seraphel extends his hands, and it looks like he's about to cast magic, but all they say is "Open Sesame" for comedic effect.
Does it work?
So you're casting
Dwarven.
You're casting what? Knock?
No. They're not actually casting anything. They just say "Open Sesame."
Opens. Okay, so you just say like a command word, thinking that it might open. Nothing happens.
No, that was a good try.
You tried.
Seraphel just nods their head and looks over to the others and says, "Well, I did all I can do."
Well, Zahir's got a big hammer, but he's not proficient in Smith tools.
Yeah, you're looking at this like this is a black iron chest, and it's big. Like even with the four of you, you'd have to really drag it out of here. And with the structure the way it is to get it, you probably can't get it out. It's got to be open. Or just left, one or the other.
Oh no, there's a chest. We're going to get into it.
I figured. I think it's the first time I've actually put something that resembles treasure in a chamber.
Yeah.
I have a
Xenia
+3 to sleight
walks
of
up to
hand.
it, pops a claw, and tilts her head. Think this will work?
Go for it. I will give you a bardic inspiration.
So what are you trying to do? Investigate?
Trying to jiggle the mechanism somewhat with her claw.
So you're
He's
investigating.
still a lion.
Okay,
Yeah.
so make me an investigation roll. As I said, this one's a high DC.
That's actually an 18.
Okay. you're kind of, you got your claw in there. Everybody's kind of standing around the chest, I'm assuming. You can all make me dexterity saving throws as you see little vents open in the metal and steam.
I
out.
thought that might not work, but it was worth a try.
Dirty 20.
Okay, that's a success.
I got a 12.
11.
16.
I
Okay,
go first.
Okay, so I heard a 12.
Yep.
Xylea?
16.
16. Okay, you're going to take half. RT?
9.
A fail. Okay. So 2 fails and 2 passes. So those of you that passed, you're going to take, 5 points of fire damage. And those of you that failed take 11 points of fire damage. And it's still closed.
Yeah, Circle does not look very happy right now. Their hair has just been undone. They're bleeding from the nose from the heat, and they're not having this.
You're looking pretty hurt.
Lion's not happy either.
I'm still good.
I'm okay-ish. Weird idea. And RT is going to summon water and then shape water through the locking mechanism to see if that pressurizes it in the correct way.
Maybe an investigation roll.
Okay.
I'm getting away from the chest. Walked away.
Yeah, I'm assuming everybody's stepping back a little bit.
Sat down licking wounds.
Yeah, I would suggest that. We are going to do this with a...
There's a reason Xylia is staying in lion's form. She's
Not
hurt
even.
enough that it's a better one to stay in. Because otherwise you're going to have to help her out.
Anything else that's going to bump this? I don't think I do. Okay. Oh, that's great. I'm about to get hurt so bad. That was a nat 1.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
With other stuff, it was not a nat 1, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, so as you're working with it, everybody else has stepped back. The vents open once again and just let out a very powerful that goes back like 10 feet instead of 5 feet. Everybody did step back, though, so they're safe. However, you take 16 points of fire damage, and you're prone. You're knocked on your ass.
Less than 16.
I will drag RT away from the chest.
Okay, so everybody's now away from the chest. It's just sitting there.
I will look around to see if there is a key or something hanging on the wall.
Okay, you start looking around the room more. I mean, the chest obviously distracted you guys. Like, oh, chest, it's there. However, ignoring that, you start looking around. The first thing that you do notice is who's joining here, looking around the room. Like,
Xylia's gone over to RT and put her nose on her arm and cast Cure Wounds on her.
okay, so you two are doing the Cure Wounds. Seraphel, what are you doing while Zahir's investigating the chambers?
Whatever side Zahir is going towards, Seraphil will go the opposite and do the same thing, just allowing everyone else to kind of lick their wounds.
RT, take 18 points.
You are my favorite lion.
So, Zahir, the first thing you notice, there's a section that like a workbench, and there's this ancient, like, old cloth wrapped around like a bundle of something on the bench, and it's a special cloth. You've seen this cloth before. It's usually used in forge, like a heat cloth, but it's covering something on the bench.
Okay. I will remove the heat cloth.
Okay. As you remove it, there are several preserved furnace core bricks. These are pretty valuable for someone that's going to be building a large kiln or furnace construction. So definitely will help somebody in the homesteads in the future. Somebody, I wonder who somebody is.
Who is that? Building a large kiln.
Seraphel, on the other side, you find a heavy bronze and steel mechanical regulator, just kind of sitting on a shelf. It's covered with dwarven markings. Not quite sure. You're not quite sure what it is, but you know it's some kind of a mechanical valve regulator. It's got like a knob on it and handles, and so you're not really sure what that is. The bricks, by the way, Zahir, are worth 250 gold pieces.
How many of them are there?
There is 18.
When did you hear them over there talking about them?
Not yet.
Oh.
But they're big and they're heavy. Like, you're going to eventually see them. So the pressure regulator, Seraphel, is worth 175 gold pieces. This actually is a piece of equipment that actually allows for the safer management of steam systems. Dwarves are really good at that stuff. Also, over by the bricks, pinned to, or looks like tacked to like a board that's there on the wall, is a bunch of writings, and then underneath it you see a ceramic tube just kind of lying against the wall. Looks like a scroll tube.
Okay, I can't read Dwarven, so I'd have to ask RT when she has a moment to come over and read what this thing read.
Okay.
I'll pick up.
Which I'm assuming you will eventually. RT, do you eventually do that when you have a moment?
Of course, when I'm called, I will walk over there and figure out what's going on.
All right, so you find inside that tube partially intact forged diagrams of this complex. If you were to sell this to engineers or scholars, it's probably worth like 200 gold pieces. But these diagrams and markings kind of show you there's different areas of this complex that you haven't found yet. And you could probably, explore a little bit more thanks to these to go. As you're continuing your expedition, on the other side, Seraphel, you come across like a small alcove chamber, which has got there's like an armored vest. There looks to be a shield over leaning on against one side. There is a kind of a coiled chain on the floor with this big hook on it, sitting there, and you see up on a rack there is a big hammer.
Okay, so
as in a dwarven warhammer.
So an armored vest, a shield, warhammer,
Yep.
and what else?
There's a shield, a forge hook chain. There is a vest, an armored vest breastplate, and a warhammer.
Okay. Seraphel's gonna kind of examine the pieces, the armor set, the shield, the warhammer, and they're actually gonna turn back and yell out to Zahir. Well, not really yell, more so slightly raise their voice and then ask, Zahir, would you like a warhammer?
I have one.
Well, would you like another one?
Sure.
And Yeah, Circle is gonna walk over, hand them the warhammer, but they're gonna.
It's big. It's heavy. This is a heavy dwarven forge hammer. It's got black and steel striking faces reinforced with heat channel grooves. It is a +1 warhammer. It deals an additional 1d4 fire damage against any kind of construct or object.
Plus 1d4 or 1d6?
1d4 against constructs or objects. And if it is a piece of like a barrier or a piece of machinery that is unattended, it will do double damage against destroying that. It's not really. It could be used as a weapon, like it is a warhammer, but it actually is a forge hammer meant to strike items and objects and everything else. Forge wardens carried these hammers while maintaining unstable furnace sectors, sealing pressure routes. So that's what's there. So then you've got the vest, the shield, and the chain.
Yep, we're gonna take the shield up, and they're gonna examine it, just kind of get an idea of what the shield is all about.
The shield itself, it's a pressure-bound shield. It's reinforced black iron layered with ceramic insulation on the one side. And you see these locking braces where your arm goes in and secures it. It is a +1 shield. Once per short rest, however, when hit with a melee attack, you can release built-up pressure. The attacker must succeed on a DC Strength 14 saving throw. If they're failed, they are pushed 10 feet away and they fall prone. If they critical fail, they're pushed 15 feet, fall prone, and they take fire damage. So pretty cool shield.
Yep, definitely taking that.
Okay. The chain is a wondrous item. It's a compact industrial climbing chain with locking forge hooks. It functions as 50 feet of reinforced climbing rope. Grants advantage on all athletics checks involving climbing. Especially in industrial structures, chains, or stone walls, can anchor automatically into work stone as an action.
Definitely taking that for
like a magical grappling.
Very useful.
Very useful.
The kiln plate vest is a segmented ceramic and steel armor designed for workers operating near dangerous furnace channels. It's just a normal breastplate. However, it grants resistance to all environmental fire damage. You also get advantage on Constitution saving throws against smoke, steam, or extreme heat. The only problem with it, it's extremely heavy and rigid. You get disadvantage on dex checks.
Resistance against all fire and what else?
Natural fire.
Natural fire.
Yeah, so if it was like a fireball, it's not going to help you. And it gives you advantage on Constitution saves versus smoke, steam, or any kind of extreme heat. Now, in another, looks like a little an office that's been kind of set up. You do find there are some salves that are there. You see a thing of oil, but it's kind of there, like a small metal flask that's oil. You see lying on the floor, you find a ring, an Ember sealed forge ring. You also find a key.
There's the key.
But to go back over to the ring, it's a thick iron ring. It has a faint ember glow beneath its blackened metal surface. So it's like a black metal, but you can kind of see inside of it, like this burning ember glowing. While wearing the ring, you have resistance to fire damage from environmental hazards. You ignore all non-magical difficult terrain caused by ash, slag, rubble, or heated stone. And once per long rest, you can reduce fire damage taken by 2d6.
Ooh.
So resistance to natural fire. What else?
Ignore difficult terrain caused by like ash, slag, rubble, heated stone. And then once per long rest, you can reduce fire damage by 2d6. Basically, these rings would be issued to Forge Overseers as an emergency failsafe.
Reduce fire damage by 2d6.
Yeah, once per long rest. The salve that you see, there's 3 sealed ceramic containers. This is heat resistance forge salves. You can use it as an action to apply it. You gain advantage on Constitution saving throws versus heat and smoke, and it reduces all environmental fire damage by 2. There's 3 of those.
Action to apply, and resistance to fire, heat.
No, it reduces environmental fire damage by 2. And you get advantage on your con save versus heat and smoke. And then those little metal flasks, as I said, is Dwarven Industrial Oil. It is basically a high-quality lubricant or an improved fuel. If ignited, it'll create a 10-foot burning area that will cause 1d6 fire damage to anybody within its 10 feet.
How much damage?
1d6.
And back on the salves, the advantage was on con checks.
Yes.
Related
versus heat and smoke.
Versus heat and smoke. Okay.
Okay, so that's what you find there. And then if you go back to the chest,
there,
and you unlock the chest, you do find within the chest Dwarven Mint trade bars. There are 6 large, well, not really large, but they're not silver pieces, but they are forged silver trade bars. There's 6 of them. They're worth 25 gold pieces each. You see it looks like a belt pouch, but it's made out of ceramic, and it's got a seal on it. And when you kind of pop it open, it's obviously heat resistant, but there are 3 fire opals in it, worth 50 gold pieces each, and there is 2 smokestone quartz gems worth 25 gold pieces each.
The gems again, please.
3 fire opals worth 50 each, and 2 smokestone quartz for 25 each.
Three. The second
Fire
set.
opal. The second set were smoke quartz.
Yeah.
How many?
2 of the smoke quartz.
Yeah, 25 gold pieces each. There is 4 of you. Oh dear. All right. As for experience point, before we end the stream, you each receive 2,050 experience points.
Ooh.
So, as I said, that ends episode 46, Ember Below Stone. Basically, this group has uncovered below Stonefield Rise a ancient dwarven forge system. Obviously needs much repair and work, but it's there, and there are things here that will most definitely be useful for various things. Obviously for any kind of ceramic work and pottery, but this is obviously meant for heavier metal work. So there is Corvin, obviously in Earthvale Hold. He would definitely be interested in this facility as well. So there's a space there. So you have unlocked that. You know that there is a corridor that's been collapsed that leads to under Stoneville, to the residential section that's there. There is that other collapsed tunnel where you don't know where that had led to. And then there is one that kind of goes down into the darker root tunnels below that have been creeping in and destroying the space. So that is what you have uncovered at this point. And we will be doing an adventure next Tuesday as well. And then we're going to do a couple of Saturday mini adventures, which are going to be fun for that too. And then, of course, we have our Southern Expanse on Thursdays. So thank you guys out there for watching very, very much. I know I see Mordu has been following along. He's just all excited because, right here, we got ourselves a giant-ass forge. And yes, it's probably the biggest forge complex you have ever seen. And it's old. And so it's kind of surprising that you have it. So, but again, thanks everybody for watching. We love you very, very much. Hopefully you tune in next time on Thursday or on next Tuesday. Join us on the Discord, though. Guys, we're a lot of fun to hang out with. Even me. I can be fun sometimes. I don't always try and kill my characters or my players. Not always. Just once in a while, we have some fun that way. But that's life in Thalos Reach. So until then, guys, I hope all your rolls are critical, not just the 20, but also the 1, because the 1 is just as much fun. So bye for now, everybody, and we'll see you next time.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night,
Good night,
everybody.
everyone.